The dark reign of Pope John XII. Rome without light. Rome had fallen long before the empire did. Its marble cracked, its senate silent, its glory reduced to shadows. But one throne remained, the chair of Peter. And in the year 955, that throne would be occupied by a teenager. His name was Octavian. History would remember him as Pope John XII. Some would call him reckless. Others would call him corrupt. A few would call him a victim of politics. But almost all would agree. His reign marked one of the darkest chapters in the history of the medieval papacy. Act 1. The boy who became pope. Octavian was not raised in a monastery. He was born into Roman nobility, the powerful Tusculan family. His father, Alberic II, controlled Rome. When Alberic died, his son inherited influence. And soon after, at perhaps 18 years old, Octavian was elected pope, not because of spiritual brilliance, but because of bloodline and power. He took the name John XII, and Rome entered a storm. Actus Duodecim, a city ruled by families. 10th century Rome was not the Rome of saints and scholars. It was ruled by aristocratic factions. Violence was political currency. The papacy was not insulated from this chaos. It was entangled in it. John XII inherited not only a title, but a battlefield. His early reign was dominated by threats from Italian kings and German rulers. He needed protection, and so he turned to a powerful northern monarch, Otto I. That decision would define his fate. Act 3. The Emperor and the Pope. In 962, Otto came to Rome. John crowned him Holy Roman Emperor. In return, Otto promised military protection. But protection came with oversight. Otto expected reform, stability, moral discipline. Instead, reports began to circulate, whispers of scandal, and Rome began speaking again. Act 4. The accusations. Most of what we know about John XII's alleged behavior comes from Bishop Liutprand of Cremona, a hostile witness aligned with Otto. He accused the Pope of turning the Lateran Palace into a place of immorality, maintaining mistresses, gambling heavily, drinking excessively, invoking pagan gods during games, selling church offices, ordaining unqualified clergy. But we must pause here. Liutprand was not neutral. He despised John. His writings are dramatic, even theatrical. Were the accusations exaggerated? Possibly. Were some true? Historians debate. But what is certain is this: John XII had powerful enemies. And in medieval politics, reputation was a weapon. Act 5. The Synod of 963. In 963, Otto marched back into Rome. A council was convened. John XII was charged with perjury, murder, sacrilege, simony, immorality. The charges were severe. John did not appear to defend himself. He was deposed. A new pope was installed. For the first time in centuries, an emperor had removed a sitting pope. It was unprecedented. But John was not finished. Act 6. Return and revenge. After Otto left Rome, John returned. He reclaimed the papacy. He excommunicated his opponents. Rome descended again into factional conflict. It was no longer spiritual leadership. It was survival. And then, suddenly, he died. Act 7. The strange death. In 964, John XII died at around age 27. Accounts differ. One chronicler claims he was struck by a husband who caught him in adultery. Another says he suffered a stroke. The truth is uncertain, but the symbolism was powerful. A controversial pope, a violent age, a sudden end. Final reflection. The Dark Age of the Papacy. John XII's reign occurred during what historians call the Saeculum Obscurum, the Dark Age of the Papacy, an era when noble families dominated the church, when political ambition overshadowed spiritual authority. Was John XII uniquely corrupt, or simply a product of a broken system? History does not always give clean answers, but it gives warnings. Power without accountability collapses. Authority without discipline corrodes. And institutions survive only when reform follows failure. John XII became a symbol, not merely of scandal, but of a church in crisis. And crisis always invites change.